Guys. So I welcome you to the lecture series on digital image processing. And today our topic is how to frame an approach for color image segmentation that will be based on clustering. That is clustering based image segmentation. As I have already discussed the clustering algorithms and then the filters like Sobel filters. Okay, so I hope, and also I have discussed the color spaces like LAB and SSB color spaces and their special characteristics, why we are using them. I hope this is very easy for you to understand it. Okay, so, and actually, this is one of my proposed approach that is being published, I think, 5 years before and widely cited by different researchers throughout the globe. So that's why I think it's better to give an example of my own proposed research work. Okay, and this is basically based on clustering based image segmentation. And as I am using for color image segmentation, you can use it for gray based image segmentation also as per your own need or requirement. So let's start. I hope you have seen this diagram. This is flowchart of this technique of this approach. So from it, it is very clear that first you will input image. Do remember, first try to note down the steps. Okay, note down the step means step one, say input image, step two, then like that. Okay, so first step one is input image, that is your color image, and that will be in RGB color space. Then second step, the image will be converted to L star, A star, B star color space. And why I am doing it? Because in RGB color space we have three channels and hues are associated with every channel, that is RGB. So to deal with every channel where all the values are associated, it's not a means easy task, or you cannot say that this is means this is going to give you a better result if you are performing the segmentation tasks on every channel where hue is mixed. So color misclassification may occur in that case. So why not we use a color space that is a special one, in the sense that that has a special channel for intensity or luminosity measurements, like L star, A star, B star color space. And you know that in the last lecture, I discussed about the L star, A star, B star color space. There is a special advantage of using L star, A star, B star color space. So today's first question is, what is the special characteristics of L star, A star, B star color space? Means what is the advantage of this color space? So now in the second step, I have converted my RGB color space image, okay, RGB color image into L star, A star, B star one through simple mathematical equations. Okay, and that will be converted through some library functions also. And if you don't want to modify the functions, then you can directly use it. Okay, so now we have our L star, A star, B star converted image. Then on that, we are going to apply our k-means clustering algorithm. But the distance matrix play very important in case of k-means algorithm. So with respect to these tasks, means color image segmentation, where we are dealing with the pixels values, I choose cosine distance matrix. Well, we have different distance metrics and their performance comparisons. I have done one research work on that also. You'll find the link in the description box for that research paper. You can download, you can go through it if you have interest on knowing this different distance metrics in details and their performance measurements. So we got our clustered image for this step number three. means we are using k-means clustering algorithm to cluster those pixels of the L star, A star, B star converted image. Now we try to filter this clustered image with Sobel filter. So gradient based filter is the Sobel filter, and we try to actually mark the edges. We have been means trying to apply this Sobel filter to detect the edges of the clustered image. So edges will be distinctly detected and it will be clear. So now we are applying marker controlled segmentation algorithm here. So why I'm using Sobel filter means before applying this watershed segmentation, because watershed segmentation has a disadvantage of producing over segments, or over segmentation is the main problem of this watershed segmentation. Basically, in the case of watershed segmentation, we are dealing with the local minima. So to detect the local minima and to means first starting the seeding portion, so it is very difficult. So that's why not mark the images, draw its edges, and after that apply watershed segmentation, and it helps us to reduce the over segmentation. So applying this, we get the final segmented image, and that is a very better one. Believe me, I have done the experiments and I have compared the results. So this is a wonderful clustered image or segmented image from the input image. So these are the steps involved in the proposed approach in a typical clustering based segmentation approach. So I hope you have noted down every step. Let me show you some experimental results for this means proposed approach. I have selected onion image. Okay, you see this image, original image. B is the segmentation done by watershed algorithm, and you can understand that this is producing over segmentation. You hardly can find the segments here. Now, C is the segmentation done by only applying k-means algorithm. Means we have to right now after applying the k-means algorithm, you will get the result like this. That is a clustering based, total mean pure clustering based segmentation. And this is the result here. It's good, of course. But look at the picture D. That is the result, okay, produced by my proposed approach. And you see that this onion is distinctly detected in the output image, and our objective of applying the proposed approach to detect the onion means the region of interest in this case is this one is very clear. So I hope by analyzing the results from subjective point of view, you will see that this one is a better one. So proposed approach means that the segmentation based on clustering approach, as well as we are applying or we are taking the benefit of Sobel filter and watershed segmentation also, is a very nice one. So I hope you have got it, what I mean to say, and I hope that all the steps are clear to you now. Now this is on you that how to practically means go through it. Take time, but try to at least Implement it. Okay. Now coming to the today's questions for this lecture. First question I want to ask you that what are the benefits of clustering based image segmentation? And second question I want to ask that what is the problem of watershed segmentation if we apply it alone? And one question I already asked in the midst of the lecture, don't forget to answer that also. So that's all for today. And with this, almost all the portion of your syllabus is all complete, but still we'll try to revise the topics. And any problem in any topic, don't forget to tell me. So take care. Bye bye. Thank you.